The chef picked up his knife to cut the lobster but saw an unknown liquid. He tried to pick it up, but the next second, the chef, splattered all over, angrily called his apprentice to dispose of the lobster, but the apprentice also got sprayed during the process. Just when they thought it was merely a dead lobster, the chef suddenly felt weak all over on his way home from work. He thought it was just tired from work and insisted on rushing home, but he had to walk a few steps before he suddenly collapsed, vomiting a large amount of black liquid, and was later pronounced dead after rescue efforts failed. This is The Colony, the latest sci-fi disaster film from the Game of Thrones team, as soon as it was released. It received unanimous praise. Viewers who watched it initially thought it was an ordinary movie, but found themselves increasingly hooked, and the plot had no wasted dialogue. Perhaps highly intelligent creatures truly exist in the deep sea. As humanity gradually pollutes the ocean has begun to retaliate. It all starts with a fisherman about to go out to sea. The man was the most capable fisherman in the village, and every time he went out to sea, he would go to deeper waters to fish. This time was no different. And danger arrived precisely this time. Just as the man cast his net, hoping to catch a big fish, he found the net impossible to pull back. With a strong tug, the man was dragged into the sea by the recoil. He didn't want to lose the fishing net he relied on for his livelihood, so he began to dive, attempting to retrieve it. However, as soon as he dived to the bottom, the light suddenly began to dim. He looked up and realized his head was surrounded by a dense school of fish, and at that moment, it was too late for him to escape. It was already too late. The man had no choice but to watch, completely powerless, as the vast school of fish completely enveloped him. Later, at a seaside observation station, a biologist named Charlie suddenly received news of a submersible malfunction. To save vital observation data, Charlie quickly went to the beacon and retrieved the device. A technician found that water leakage had damaged the circuit board. After replacing it with a new one, Charlie and her assistant, who was also her boyfriend, returned to the target area for redeployment. But as they lowered the submersible, her boyfriend suddenly spotted white, smoking couch floating on the water. Charlie calmly scooped up the object and easily lit it with a lighter. Methane hydrate, also known as combustible ice, formed from algae sinking to the seabed after death, accumulating over time. When it decomposes, it releases methane, freezing due to low temperatures. It is rare to see it break away and float to the surface. Seeing so much combustible ice float up shocked Charlie. Despite her years in marine biology, she had never encountered this before. To investigate the cause, Charlie recorded the footage and sent it back to headquarters for research. Meanwhile, on another part of the coast, a killer whale with strange gruesome ruins was found washed ashore. Leon, a marine biologist, ran to a bay, following the wind's direction. Experienced fishermen told him that just 2 hours earlier, a killer whale had attacked their boat, causing severe damage. They had to defend themselves with scythes and knives, which might explain the whale on the beach. But this puzzled Leon even more because killer whales typically do not attack humans. What could have driven it mad? Leon couldn't figure it out. To find out, he began monitoring the underwater environment day and night. Finally, one day, he saw the killer whale pod appear again. He quickly packed up and set off. But he didn't expect that a whale-watching boat was also departing from a nearby port, heading to the same destination. Once Leon was on the water, he started deploying his listening devices to track the whale pod, but as he was engrossed, a humpback whale suddenly approached from behind.